Hi, I'm Clayton, and today I'm going to be showing you how to submit a case through the MEDITt software from start to finish. Let's get started by opening up the software through the MEDITt button on your home screen. When you first open up the software, the Notices and Updates window will pop up. This opens every time you open the software, but you're free to disable it. Once disabled, it won't pop up again, but you're free to leave it up if you'd like. Once you click out of this pop-up, the case page will show up. This is the main page you will be on and is the best way to monitor patient cases or create a new patient case. Let's start from the New Patient Case tab. It's located in the upper right section of this page. Once you click on it, this page will pop up. Type in the name in the search box and click the Directory button on the right side of that search bar. Once there, click the New Patient button and enter the patient's name, gender, and birth date. These are the only 3 fields that are required, but if you'd like to enter more information, you're more than welcome to. If you're prepping for patients who are not currently in the chair, click Register. When the patient does come in, now all you have to do is click their already created case file and click Scan. If the patient is already in the office or already in the chair, click Register and Scan, and it will immediately open the scanning software to take you to the next page. For this next part, I'll show you how to register a patient's case to be able to submit directly from your MEDITt software. It's a very quick and simple process, and there are 2 ways to register your scan, either by highlighting the teeth in the teeth section or by highlighting the arches in the arches section. In the teeth section, you can highlight specific tooth numbers and click on the corresponding type, method, material, and shade. By the way, if you'd like to change your tooth numbering to US, just head to the settings and it'll be on that first page. Once you've highlighted every tooth you want, click Save in the lower right section. Your case is now registered to be able to order directly through MEDITt. Now click the Scan button in the top right corner to start your scanning. In the arch section, all you have to do is highlight the arch or arches you plan to scan and select the corresponding appliances for your patient. Once you highlight and select, click Save. Now your case is registered and can be ordered directly through MEDITt after your scans are completed. Now, click the Scan button in the top right to start scanning your patient. In this section, we'll go through the scanning process and the special features that come with your MEDITt software. Let's start by making sure our i700 scanner is turned on. Hold down the power button until you feel a vibration and see a small blue light. This is how you'll know your scanner is operational and ready for scanning patients. If you look in the bottom left-hand corner of the software, you should see an image of your scanner and a color status that goes with it. When this section is grayed out, that means your scanner is either not powered on or not connected. When red, it means that you need to calibrate it. And when orange, this means your i700 is starting to connect, and when green, it means you're ready to scan. Let's quickly show how to calibrate your machine first. It's a very simple process, and all you need is your calibration tool and your i700 scanner. Make sure your calibration tool is set to 1, and keep in mind that you will need to keep the i700 steady during this entire process. Follow the on-screen instructions until you reach the finishing phase, and after calibrating, you're now ready to scan. Before your first scan, there are a few different features I'd like to go over. Once those features are applied once, the setting is defaulted and will always go to that every time you open up the scanning software. This feature here is a great tool to use. By using the Smart Color filter, you can filter out any glove or instrument colors that your office may use when scanning. Click on this button and add a new color you'd like to filter out. I'll use a blue glove as my example. Now, this color will be filtered out from all patient scans that you do from here on out. If you like to change the filter or turn the filter off, all you have to do is click the button and either add or delete any of those filters. Now, the slider to the right of that is your Smart Scan filter. What this does is allow you to remove any data you don't want showing up in your scans. It's recommended to keep this slider at the specific button it's defaulted to, but if you'd like to only capture the tooth, or maybe you're scanning a model, you can adjust the slider accordingly. Like all other buttons, all you need to do is hover over each image to see what each filter will do for you. The last two I'd like to mention in this area are the metal scan feature and the smart stitching feature, one of the most important pieces in MEDITt. The former you must turn on if you intend on scanning a patient with metal intraorally. This allows the AI to automatically apply the best parameters for an accurate metal scan. The smart stitching feature has equally powerful AI, and this is one of the greatest tools used in MEDITt. It is highly recommended to leave this on at all times, but if you'd like to turn it off and go manual, you are more than welcome to. I'll explain why this setting is so important. What smart stitching can do for you is allow you to scan completely uninterrupted. It will take all of the data of your scan and stitch every single piece together for you. The data that has not been added to the scan yet will be found here. Typically, the data will integrate into the scan once it finds its place, but it's important to note that if you have a full scan and it's not allowing you to move to the next step, it's because there's extra data that cannot find a point of contact within the scan. All you have to do here is press this button, and it will delete the unnecessary data. While there are more buttons in this toolbar, these are the most important buttons for your practice to use right from the start. If you have any questions on the other buttons, feel free to reach out, and I'm more than happy to help. The tools and utilities you see in the top left corner can come in handy as well when scanning. First, let's look at the trimming toolbar. These allow you to trim your models with 3 separate tool types. The first is a polygon trimming tool. By left-clicking around the area you'd like to cut out, then right-clicking at your final spot, you'll be able to delete everything you've highlighted. The next tool is more freeform. You'll see at the bottom there are 3 separate sizes, and for this tool, just hold left-click and erase any area you'd like to erase. The last tool is a quick trimmer. It allows you to remove detached parts of data just by clicking them with the left mouse button. The tool section you see below the trimming section has a few features and custom controls that help you get further detail. Most of these are very self-explanatory and have great descriptions if you hover over each button, but there's a couple I would like to point out. If you accidentally scan a lower, for example, when you meant to scan an upper, or vice versa, the third button on the right allows you to swap the maxilla and mandible scans with one click. It's easy when starting out to forget to click the mandible image, so this is a great tool to use if that does happen. Lastly, I'd like to mention the new abutment registration button. With this tool, you can scan or import your abutments into your library and then register them for AI abutment matching. This is simple and a great time saver if you're in an office that deals with a lot of restorative work. That will cover the trimming and utility tools section. Again, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. I'm more than happy to help. When you first open up your scanning software, you'll see a tips section in the top left corner. These are great for offices new to intraoral scanning. As you page through these, they show animations of recommended scan paths as well as general tips about scanning. Another great tool to fine-tune your scanning skills is the practice mode. You'll also see this when you open up the scanning part of the software, but it will be in the lower right-hand corner instead. Just click on this and we'll give you a beginner, intermediate, and advanced tutorial on proper scan technique. Alternatively, you can also scan the QR code that's found on your model in the accessories kit. Adding lab partners is super easy with the MEDITt system. All you need to do is click the house in the lower left-hand corner of your MEDITt software. This takes you directly to your online account. Click the Partners tab on the left-hand toolbar and just search the lab you want to partner with. Click Request Partnership on your lab and they will receive the notification on their end. Once they've accepted your request, you'll then be able to send over any and all orders to that laboratory on your MEDITt software just like this. Thank you for joining us for the MEDITt software training. If you have any questions or need anything else at all, please feel free to reach out.